video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest, and happy Friday. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today to talk about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, the ETFs, and Jim Cramer just said on CNBC, I recorded it, posted it on X because it's so fresh, hot off the press, that this may be the top for Bitcoin? Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Guys, I'm going to break everything down for you. I'm going to show you all the visuals, the charts, everything you need to know. What do I need from you? What shall you guys do to make sure people see this message? You smash the like, you subscribe to the channel, share this stream out with friends. Make sure people can see this because maybe YouTube doesn't want them to know the truth. Maybe the mainstream doesn't want people to know the truth, but that is what we shall reveal today. Shout out to Armani on TikTok today. Crypto Wolf with the heart me. I appreciate you. I want everyone to say good morning to me in the chat as you guys are checking out our lovely sponsors, both Cake Wallet and Market Cipher. Links are in the live chat as well as the description. Make sure to use code missteencrypto or code Zesty for 20% off at checkout for the Market Ciphers. Shout out to Cake Wallet. Shout out to Vic. I appreciate them so much. I appreciate Market Cipher so much. My partners are the best partners in the world. All right. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat before we get going with the news. Again, we have a goal of 150 live viewers and 150 likes. So let's continue to pump. We got a fake rose before we were even live. Thank you, Mr. E. We got Mike Volmer, Colin McKenzie, Alexandra G. Shout out to my girl, Alexandra G. Jake, shout out to you on TikTok. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. We got Oval. We have Emma. We have Crypto Pollo. Cluck cluck to you. Who else? Colin McKenzie, Patrick Murphy. Thank you, Chump Change, for the raid. John English says start your engines. That's so funny. What's up, Black Hat Crypto? Mike Volmer is just chilling in there. 20 GPU rig. Hello, nice to see you. Charles Harris. Bruce, nice to see you. Wick, what up? Where's Wifey Wick? Where's Wifey? Tell her I said hello. DRV, what up? Doge Bowl, always good to see Doge Bowl. All sets chilling in the chat. David G, what up? We got All Track, what up, All Track? Who else? Who else? You guys are freaking going off in here. John Foster, say hello to Emma if she's still in the car. Emma Foster, rain of love for Emma Foster. Hands down, one of the zestiest people out there. Automatic Beats, nice to see you. Stephen, what up? Who else? Dan R, Chad, Fish Den on X, Gamma Chain Crypto on X, nice to see you. Dr. Arlie, what up? Chump Changes here as well. Shout out to you, my friend. Remy, what up? Donato, nice to see you. All right. Don Manning, what up? Okay, Patrick Murphy, Automatic Beats. Okay. Welcome, and a welcome. Armani, yar in the chat for Armani. Everyone needs to yar for Armani. We love Armani in this chat. An OG Zesty Fammer. Okay, so we have so much news to talk about, guys. It's absolutely unreal. It's like, this is... When I say theater, and when I've been saying theater for years, I genuinely mean it. The theater is packed right now. All the biggest actors are coming in. They're doing their parts. They're screaming. They're yelling. They're trying to confuse us all. Do they like Bitcoin? Do they not? What's going on with these ETFs? Are they really ETFs? Have we just been lied to the entire freaking time? We're going to break it all down. Chad, shout out to you, member for 1 month. He said, 1 month, wee! Have a good day. Have a good day to you. Have a good day to M2 in the chat as well. All right. First, before we get into the ETF drama, before we get into even what Jim Cramer just said on CNBC, which makes me absolutely nauseous. Nauseous indeed. We're gonna talk about what's going on with Kwon. This is a very interesting story, and I definitely want to make sure we break it down. Let's go to... Okay. First, Kwon is trying to delay the SEC trial that they have with him because he said he wants to actually be there for it. He wants to man up and respect and stand his ground in the United States. Check it out. Counsel representing Kwon, the former CEO of Terra, has asked the U.S. court to delay the SEC trial against him and his former company, as he does not know when he will be extradited from Montenegro. In a filing first spotted by Inner City Press, his counsel said that the extradition proceedings in the country are not going as quickly as planned, and they do not think their client will be in the U.S. until February or March at the earliest. Should the court decline to postpone the trial, the counsel of Kwon asked that the jury be instructed that his absence and inability to testify be viewed as, quote, not unduly prejudicial, yeah, because that's English, to him. So basically saying, hey man, don't judge him. He wants to be here. Don't hold it against him. What makes me think about this, Kwon has his trial in February. Think about it, guys. Who else has a trial in February? CZ Binance. So when I say that the theater is packed, when I say that the script is scripting, it's because everything is planned ahead of time. We knew that there was going to be FUD leading up to the ETFs to try to suppress Bitcoin price. The ETF, major ups and downs, fake ETF launch, not once, but twice until the real thing happened. Even 3 times if you count the Cointelegraph incident. Then, you just have all of these things thrown at you after the ETF is approved. Like Gary Gensler spewing some FUD this morning.
Thank you.
Jim Cramer.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Good morning, lovely lady, smile.
Good morning, Joe Harvey. Thank you. Of course, there's going to be FUD once the ETF comes out, because again, they don't want Bitcoin to keep going up with all of these bullish scenarios that are happening and all this money coming into the market. So what's next? The FUD from Gary Gensler, these little digs from Liz Warren. Give me those Liz Warren emojis. Those digs from Liz Warren, Janet Yellen. And then February rolls around and we think that we're doing good. We think that things maybe might be clearing up. And then bam, Kwon FUD. And then bam, CZ Binance FUD in February. I'm telling you now, this is the narrative. These are the things that are coming up to distract you from what the main goal is. And that is the fundamentals of this space. Being your own bank. Peer-to-peer transactions, which a lot of people still aren't thinking about. People are distracted. Institutions, BlackRock, meow, meow. Guys, who really matters in the revolution? It's retail. It's people like you and I, the people that are experiencing inflation all around the world and prejudice all around the world. We got to realize the bigger plan. We got to realize the bigger goals. We have to make sure we're aligning ourselves with the right side of history. And this is all a distraction. I told you what the roadmap is until February, and I will figure out a bigger timeline after that because of the whole SBF thing that still he has to get sentenced, and we haven't heard about that yet. Here's the thing. We have a lot of FUD going around. Who's having some ETFs being traded? Who's not having ETFs being traded? Who's the best ETF out there? Grayscale is touting themselves as the best version of this Bitcoin ETF. But they're saying now that there's a whole fee war going on, Franklin Templeton's Bitcoin ETF is now the cheapest after a 10 basis point reduction. Franklin Templeton reduced the fee of its Bitcoin ETF to become the cheapest amongst the new investment products, which debuted on the exchanges yesterday. San Mateo, California headquartered Franklin Templeton has reduced the fee for its ETF from 0.29% to 0.19%, according to a filing with the SEC. Their 10 basis point reduction makes its funds the fees the lowest for all of the funds, replacing that of Bitwise that charges 0.2%. Fees undercutting everybody. They know that they're going to make money down the line and that people are most likely going to hold their ETF for a year. But again, how long will people want to hold these ETFs until they want the underlying asset and until they hear that the underlying asset is becoming very crazily scarce super quickly? That's the thing I'm thinking about. I'm also thinking about how many people really align with this space? And just because the ETFs were approved by the SEC, it doesn't mean everybody wants to allow these ETFs to be traded if they're a private company. UBS and Citi, however, are saying that they'll let customers trade Bitcoin ETFs, but only some customers, contrary to the rumors that they wouldn't. UBS will let some clients who desire to trade Bitcoin ETFs do so, subject to some conditions. According to a person close to UBS, they cannot solicit the trades and accounts with the lower risk tolerance, and they won't be able to buy them. Citigroup is currently providing our institutional clients with access to the recently approved Bitcoin ETFs from an execution and asset servicing perspective. This is from a spokesperson from Citigroup that's telling CoinDesk. Again, very suspect that there's so many sources. Who are the sources? Hello? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like hearing about articles and things happening within the articles. Sources. Who are the gosh dang sources? And why can't we get any transparency as to what these people really want to do with the ETFs? Highly suspect. Next. Who is saying, no ETFs, no, we don't want you? It's Vanguard. Vanguard, who again is one of the largest asset managers in the world, also an asset manager for BlackRock, is saying that they are blocking clients from buying the Bitcoin ETFs because it doesn't align with their philosophies. Who's one of the biggest holders of Riot stock, the Marathon stock for these Bitcoin miners? It's Vanguard.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Morning.
Oh, Crypto Face, good morning to you, darling. Good morning, Crypto Face. You're the best. Give Nick a hug for me. How does Bitcoin not align with your philosophies, Vanguard, if you're highly invested in Bitcoin-related stocks? Again, FUD, 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 FUD. Vanguard, one of the largest asset managers in the world, will not be allowing customers to buy the newly approved ETFs. An attempt to invest in BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust, IBIT, or the GBTC via a Vanguard retirement brokerage account generated a trade cannot be completed warning. Images right here. Quote, buy orders are not currently accepted for this security. Securities may be unavailable for purchase at Vanguard due to a number of variables, including regulatory restriction, corporate actions, or various trading and or settlement limitations. A Vanguard spokesperson said to CoinDesk that the ETFs will not be available for purchase on the Vanguard platforms and has no plans to offer the ETFs or crypto-related products. And they say that the asset manager, it doesn't align with them, and that it builds blocks of well-balanced long-term investment portfolio is what they want to focus on. But that's not Bitcoin, according to them. Why does this just doesn't make sense? If they're one of the largest asset managers, they're aligned with BlackRock, then why would Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, be talking so positively about Bitcoin just this morning? Just this morning.
That this turns into a $600,000 a Bitcoin valuation base case, and a million plus in a super optimistic case. Are you anywhere in her realm?
I haven't thought about it. To me, that what we are trying to do is offer an instrument that can store wealth. I think if it gets that even close to that high, gold will represent even a bigger value. And let's be clear, if you think it's digital gold, there's going to be a reference point between gold and Bitcoin.
There's a reference point between gold and Bitcoin, and he was saying that Bitcoin is an asset that protects you. Oh, shoot, 50 memberships. Membershippery. Thank you, Mr. Yee, for that. Oh, my gosh. Guys, collect that. Give me some Liz Warrens and Gary Genslers. I need all of those emojis being used right now. Vanguard, BlackRock. Very interesting that they have contrasting opinions, or is it not? Because it's all part of the theater that I continue to talk about. Oh, Vanguard doesn't like Bitcoin, but Larry Fink's talking about it, so what are we left to think? Who cares what they say? Either way, we know that the overarching goal of the ETFs is to make you buy the ETFs, not buy Bitcoin, and to make you get lost in the sauce, especially because BlackRock, Larry Fink, they're even more confusing because they said that, or Larry Fink said, because he's a representative of BlackRock, whatever, Larry Fink said that he sees a value in something. What is that something? And let me know if you guys can hear it, because the volume's pretty low on the audio.
Respond.
Court first.
I couldn't respond to that. I see value in having an Ethereum ETF. As I said, these are just stepping stones towards tokenization.
The currency ETF.
Listen to that closely. He sees a value in an Ethereum ETF, and these are stepping stones to tokenization. Now, if you break that down a little bit, that means, again, there's places for altcoins within the ETF space. We already knew that. That there's a bigger play. If you guys were paying attention the past few months, we've been covering this. JP Morgan did one of their first tokenizations of value with BlackRock and Barclays. BlackRock and Barclays, JP Morgan. So while JP Morgan's telling you that Bitcoin is trash, crypto is trash, they're using their own forms of blockchain. They have their own blockchain, Onyx blockchain at JP Morgan. Tokenization. They want to tokenize everything. And the way they're going to do that is with private ledgers, is with controlled, centralized operations. So what I mean by that is that they're going to have their own blockchains in which there are obviously nodes that are going to be allowing transactions and allowing you to have a financial life. Now, if they don't like you, if they decide that they're going to shut down your account, what happens next? What happens is that you, as an individual, get blocked on this blockchain, and they cannot, or they could, just let you not transact. They could blacklist you. And then if you go to another bank, they're all going to confirm with each other because all of these banks have their nodes. So you could get blacklisted completely if we go down this road of what they see as the future of tokenization versus what we see as the future of tokenization. How we've been doing it in crypto is taking real world assets and putting them on the blockchain in a more decentralized manner where everything is transparent and it's in a nice ecosystem in which we could all take part in. That's not what they want to do. So take notice of what their mission is, how they want to use the technology to disguise it as something that's beneficial when the only people that are going to benefit from it are them, unless we make it in a way that could benefit everybody. And that's what we have to pay attention to. Telling you guys the theater is packed. I'm going to continue saying that. The theater is packed. The script is continuing to go because we saw the Liz Warren affiliated organization that's nonpartisan, apparently, nonprofit, Better Markets, telling people that this SEC approval of the Bitcoin Spot ETF is one of the biggest mistakes in history, that it's going to cause massive fraud, massive harm on investors, that the crypto predators are going to lure them in to such a horrible landscape. Well, last time I checked, Bitcoin is less than 1% of its overall transactions are for illicit activity compared to cash's 4%. Gary Gensler and Liz Warren have spoken out. Gary Gensler, we have a quick little clip of him from this morning and a few quotes from him as well. Before Gary Gensler, let's talk about Liz Warren. Liz Warren, this is why they don't like to tweet. And this is why majority of the time, people like Liz Warren, Gary Gensler, Janet Yellen, and all of these other actors, in the theater, they don't tweet that often because they're scared they're going to get community noted, which they do almost every single time. Liz Warren said, the SEC is wrong on the law and wrong on the policy with respect to the Bitcoin ETF decision. If the SEC is going to let crypto burrow even deeper into our financial ecosystem, then it's more urgent than ever that crypto follow basic anti-money laundering rules. And right here, Community Notes stepping in, saying the American court decided approving the Bitcoin ETF is lawful. The D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals overturned the SEC's rejection of Grayscale's bid to convert its GBTC trust into an exchange-traded fund. Here's the link right there. Here's the thing. Liz Warren, she's talking about anti-money laundering rules because she has her own little act, let's call it, this little bill she wants to pass, which is the Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act. Think about it, guys. Why is she saying this? Who backs Liz Warren? Who backs her ideas that she's trying to infiltrate through that tweet without really telling you what her mission is? It's none other than the American Bankers Association. You guys can refer back to December 20th when all of these articles were coming out. That Liz Warren, she has her Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act, but it's the American Bankers Association that helped her craft this new anti-crypto bill. And the bill is full of delusion, which is that she wants you to KYC for a self-hosted wallet. That she basically is saying that in the future, how much longer are we going to be able to have money in our purse or money in our wallet without her wanting to know how much you exactly have and where it's going? How long is cash going to be allowed if they can't monitor every single thing you're doing? Which comes back to like privacy, fungibility. Which means that privacy is not just for criminals, it's a basic human right. And we deserve to have that privacy. We deserve to have censorship-resistant money and money that is not controlled by the centralized entity, which is exactly what these bankers want. That's exactly what Liz Warren wants. And that's exactly who's paying her and lobbying with her to pass these or put forth these bills. And put forth these ideas that just aren't true and absolutely false and have been debunked multiple times, but she's still allowed to say it. Why? Because she's protecting her boys. She's protecting her guys like Jamie Dimon, Gary Gensler, and all these people that decide to participate in this lie to put back and put forth fiat, CBDCs, in the trap that she's trying to lead you in to give up your freedoms. Because what does Liz Warren want? She wants central bank digital currencies. We already know she thinks that this is something that's going to highly benefit the financial system. Let's look back at a clip of Liz Warren and what she was saying about CBDCs. Hold on, I gotta find this clip because it's absolutely insane. Media, Oh, man, I cannot believe I cannot find this. I cannot believe I cannot find this clip. All right. Oh, poop. I'm sorry. I thought I had it, and I did not. But we already know the truth. She wants CBDC. She advocated for them, and she will not stop advocating for them because, again, it's who backs her. It's who wants to stay in control. 10 more memberships. Thank you. Pump it up.
No, pump it up. No, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Yeah, that is beautiful. What happened? No more. What? No more super chats. What do you mean? There are super chats. It's not $35 for a membership. No, Joe, you're just trolling me, dude. Oh, shout out to Tom. He gave me a $20 super chat. He said I need a week-long nap. So do I after all of this. This is absolutely crazy. It's absolutely outrageous, and I hope you guys are putting those Liz Warren emojis as you are adding those Gary Genslers in because he's next on the list that we're going to talk about right now. I don't have the full clip of what he was saying this morning because I couldn't record it. However, there was a bunch of lovely little notes that I took. So let's look back at my notes. First, I tweeted what I thought was pretty important, which was, Gary Gensler says the only payment Bitcoin makes is for illicit activity. which again, we know is not true. Less than 1% of Bitcoin transactions are for illicit activity. He also says he does not approve of Bitcoin. These are my notes here. He does not approve of Bitcoin and is aware that it is and to be aware that it's a highly speculative, volatile asset.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I need a week-long nap.
I feel you, Tom. Be aware that it is a highly speculative, volatile asset, and its use case is for illicit activity. He says the market, the crypto market, is rife with fraud and abuse. Majority of tokens are securities. Again, no rules whatsoever have been put out for cryptocurrency. So thus, how is anything a security? Next, he said the approval of the Bitcoin ETF was the most sustainable way forward. Why did he use those choice of words, most sustainable way forward? He knew that the courts, like Community Notes even pointed out with Liz Warren, Community Notes said that the court overruled Gary Gensler. He even said that within this interview, that he goes by what the courts say and how the courts interpret these laws, making me think that how many court cases and how many things are going to have to go through the court system in order to get progress within this field and regulation on this landscape. It's going to take a long time unless people start making moves, restructure the SEC, and hashtag, let's get it going, hashtag fire Gary Gensler. Thank you to everybody subscribing, everybody joining the channel, everybody tuning in. Here is following up with Gary Gensler. Oh yeah, I got a new tweet for this too. I got a new tweet for this. All right, see, this is why it's amazing to do this show live, because I'm getting new information as I'm going right now. Literally as I am going. Jim Cramer saying some rambunctious things. Gary Gensler saying rambunctious things. Following the interview with Gary Gensler. Here's a little clip of it. And Jim Cramer now says that this is the top for Bitcoin. Make sure if you guys see this, you drop a like on it and you drop a comment, hashtag fire Gary Gensler.
A way that investors can invest in that underlying non-security commodity called Bitcoin. But yes, investors, I think, should be aware that the underlying asset is a highly speculative, volatile asset. And amongst its use cases is really for illicit activity, money laundering and sanctions and ransomware and the like.
That's SEC Chair Gensler on Squawk this morning talking about Bitcoin a day after the Bitcoin ETFs did top $4.6 billion in volume in their first day of trading. Jim, I gotta know what Larry Williams is telling you about the Bitcoin chart.
He's been texting me saying, listen, I'm going to give you a chart that shows you this thing is absolutely top. Larry's been so right. He called the bottom in October. He said that we're going to have a great November, December. He said that let's be careful. The market's up a lot this week. It could end up not being so great. But the main thing he's saying, I mean, I've never heard him be as adamant about a call that this is when you must sell Bitcoin. Listen to those words of what Gensler said. It is not an ETF. He made that point. It's not an ETF, it's an ETP, which means it's not covered by the 40 Act, and the people who issue these things can do anything they want with it. The 40 Act is basically saying, listen, we can investigate the people who issue something. This only has 33 and 34 Act. It is not an ETF. And those who call it an ETF just heard from Gensler that it's an ETP, which is quite different and doesn't have the protections that people should get. And that's why he says he's certainly not endorsing.
That's fascinating, Jim. We'll pick that up in a
Isn't that interesting? So why have they been saying ETF if he's saying that it's not what it is? Very confusing there. And two, he's saying that this is the top for Bitcoin and that this is the time to sell Bitcoin according to Jim Cramer. All right, guys. We're
hucksters,
fraudsters,
scam artists,
Ponzi schemes.
Ponzi schemes.
Let's sell it all. See you guys. I guess. Thank you guys for coming. This was a great. This is a great time in crypto. Jim Cramer says to sell it. So, bye. Thanks. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Gary Gensler at the beginning. Jim Cramer backing him up. Meanwhile, last week, literally 6 days ago, Jim Cramer was saying that Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. It's not going to die. It's here to stay. Yeah, it's not a good thing to buy. Let's sell it. Let's get rid of it. We love Jim Cramer financial advice. We love the financial advice. On top of that little comment we saw there, wow, he deleted it. What an actual... Jim Cramer literally deleted this tweet just now. Deleted a tweet about Bitcoin and reposted something else. Wow, Jim Cramer, what a little weenie. What a little weenie. Jim Cramer deleted a tweet about Bitcoin and reposted one using a CNBC article saying Bitcoin ETFs have a key difference from their stock fund counterparts. And he wrote top ? And this is not an ETF, it's a trust. Jim Cramer calling the top on Bitcoin and deleting the previous tweet that I just saw. That is amazing. So Jim Cramer's deleting tweets now and saying that this is the top.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you for sending that because I need to calm down right now. The noodle is lost. Lies, deception, theater, FUD. Let's get after it. Let's get after it. This is when you should be in crypto, is when all these people are telling you not to buy Bitcoin, to throw it all away, sell it all, is what they're saying. After the ETFs are launched, while millions, trillions of dollars are flying into this space, as yesterday, ETF volumes were obnoxious. Billions and billions of dollars in volume. It's astonishing what these people are able to say. The financial advice that Jim Cramer has given that has backfired so hard. Who has a little bit of an opposing opinion? So Jim Cramer is saying to sell it all.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Donation
Thank
to
you.
Emma's food fund.
Thank
Super
you.
chats only work on mobile for me.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Who has an opposing opinion to Jim Cramer? Who's saying, sell it. This is the top for Bitcoin. Buy, sell it all. Cathie Wood. Cathie Wood has her bear case scenario at $250, but her bullish scenario is very high. Let's hear more.
Is in the $600,000 range. Our bull case, and we think the probability of the bull case has increased with this SEC approval. This is a green light. Our bull case is...
You've talked about Bitcoin being worth something on the order of $500,000 literally in only a couple of years from now. Do you stand by that? How does this ETF change that, speed that up, slow it down? What do you think?
Yes, so you'll find in our big ideas, so that's at arc-invest.com, the building blocks for our price forecast. And our base case is in the $600,000 range. Our bull case, and we think the probability of the bull case has increased with this SEC approval. This is a green light. Our bull case is $1.5 million by 2030. You can see...
You're welcome.
Emma is Joe's favorite. Sad face.
Seems like that's the truth.
$1 million by 2030. You can see the building blocks. You can see how conservative we are in terms of those building blocks. This is a big idea. It is the first global, decentralized, digital, rules-based, critical there, rules-based monetary system in history. It is a very big idea.
So there you go, $1.5 million Bitcoin by 2030, according to Cathie Wood and her analysts. As we take that into consideration as we move forward with life, liberty, and property, all of these things that we hold dear to our hearts, as Javier is subscribing to the channel, so shout out to you, my friend. We have the crypto market recap, right? The one who was, right? The one who was. Here are the bubbles, man. Here are the bubbles. If you guys have any chart requests, you guys could send it over. We got some red, some green. We got ENS, Blur, it's still going, FTT, somehow trading. Bonk and ION, one of the biggest losers of the day. Bonk down 15%, and this ION coin, or token, down 51.5%. Very interessante. Very interessante. Let's take a look at our cryptocurrencies because they are at critical levels and Bitcoin at its lows of the day. So we are technically, we're on the road. We're on the road to something a little spicy, maybe in the wrong way. We're on the verge of breaking below $45,000. We're at $45,000 right now. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? We're at 45K even, and we're below 45K. And this is the level we kept talking about, was $44,800. Now, this has been something where I wanted to establish a nice support. This might be our opportunity to do that, guys. So I felt a little bit scared yesterday that I was like bringing this up, but it's true, man. It's absolutely true.
Welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Aw, that's cute. That's cute, Dan. Thank you. Shout out to Zero Dune for being a member for 3 months. But here's the thing, guys. We're heading towards that 44.8. I want to see if we hit it and what happens here. We have a red dot, fresh red dot that's printed on the momentum here on Market Cipher. Freaking VWAP wrecked. Money flow not doing spectacular. Seems like buyers are defending this 44.9, but I want to see that 44.8 and see what happens there. RSI looking like it's heading towards that neutral direction here. Oh my God. Guys, are we going to do it? We're at 44,898. 44,898. We're only a few dollars from this level right here. Only a few bucks. So I want to see what happens. It seems like 44.9 is being defended. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Are we going to drop below 44.9? Oh my gosh, I'm literally losing my noodles right now. Because ideally, what I would like to see happen is go down to this 44.8, or if it's defending at 44.9, that's still not bad at all. And bounce back up and maybe tap that 48K again and go towards our next level that's pretty important, which is 48.4. So I'm just keeping an eye on that. I want to see what happens. Again, we're kind of bouncing off this 44.9. Let's look at Ethereum as we are watching Bitcoin. It seems like maybe we might go back up to 45K. I want to see what happens. We'll work it out. We're not looking at the minute chart right now, which I wish we were. We'll go back to it. We see that we got Ethereum right now. That's $2,683, up around 2.5%. We had a high today of 27.22. And listen, guys, I told you guys about this 23.40. I said it was magical. I felt it in my heart. Just saying, I felt that warm and fuzzy feeling that I like to feel. And we took off from there, went to 26.13, which was great. We closed there yesterday, absolutely amazing. And we're kind of bouncing off of it. Hopefully this is the support that we need, the zest that we want, because we still see some really nice things happening with Ethereum on Market Cipher that we're really not seeing with Bitcoin. We have that green dot that's printed, bringing that momentum over that zero line. She's shooting her shot. She's pamping. We also got VWAP, though, that's heading downwards, which I don't like as the money flow heads up along with that RSI. Looking here at the RSI, man. RSI is pretty interesting as we're at that overbought territory, and it might give us an incoming downtrend. That's typically what happens there. So if Ethereum does retrace again, looking at that 23.40, but also really want to establish support at 26.13, which I find very critical at this moment. It's very, listen, could it keep going in this oversold region? Overbought region? Absolutely, because look at where we reached right here in November, and in November, man, we had some nice candles. We had some nice candles in November that led us to this 2120 level that was absolutely critical and very important, as we saw, as we outlined it before it happened. And then as it happened, as like the level was hit, we saw that there was a lot of testing, but a lot of defense at that level here all the way through January. So very nice stuff. And December through January, I should say. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're at 44.8 right now with Bitcoin. Oh my sheesh. Oh my sheesh. We're a few dollars away. Are we breaking below? Are we gonna hit it, guys? Are we gonna hit this level? Holy, holy, holy. Whoa, dude, I am losing it. Damn! We'll see what happens, guys. We're at our lows for the day. Oh, wow. Literally, look how close. Look how close. Like, the highest here is 44,788. Dude, if we see that right now, I'm going to lose my mind. We just hit 44.8 on the dot. Wow, look how close that is. Look how close to our TA being respected. Guys, that's so nuts. I'm nerding out. I'm nerding out to the fullest. This is what nerdism looks like. This is true nerdism. True nerdism. So if we break below 44.8, I'm going to look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, look. Oh my gosh, 795. Guys, look, exactly hit. And we're below. We're rejecting the level. Are we rejecting our buyers? Defending? Are we defending? Oh no. Oh my gosh. Guys, look at that. Smack diddly do right on our level. Whoa. Dude, if buyers defend this is going to be very interesting to see if this pushes us back upwards or if we reject it and we get this bearish volume that's continuing to come in here and we reestablish support like at that 39.6 that we were previously talking about. But we kept getting defense at 40.5K. So I don't know. Like, I'm hoping that we don't really go too much lower and that this 44.8, 44.7 is defended, man. Holy actual sheesh. Wow.
Oh my God.
Look at this go. Look at our levels. Okay. While this is this controversial level is maybe being respected, maybe not. I'm actually like very like going crazy out here. Crazy. Whoa. Okay. That's gorgeous. That was hit. Oh my gosh. So look at Litecoin, man. Litecoin's at critical levels, guys. Look how beautiful this is. So we're at $75 Litecoin, 30 cents about, 4.76% in the green. And again, Litecoin and Bitcoin sometimes have this inverse relationship where today is a great example where Bitcoin is in the red and Litecoin is in the green. This happens quite often with Litecoin. Looking here, man, we're seeing that the green dot was printed. Momentum looks like it wants to breach that zero line. Money flow is in the green again. VWAP is pamping. And that RSI is looking pretty snazzy. We broke through that neutral zone and going full bull. Full bull. Right now, critical levels, guys, because again, when we had this 200-day SMA sitting here at $74, we've been waiting for this moment to see what would happen the next time we tested it. We see that we tested the 200-day SMA here in December, but when we rejected it, it was a fat red candle, like here on December 11th. Fast forward to December 29th, and we rejected the 200-day SMA again, but with the red candle. Looking here, we had the 200-day SMA rejected yesterday, but still ending up in the green, which is different. We opened the day here at $71.88. We went above the 200-day SMA. We've been holding at around $75. This is the level we were watching for, particularly was $74.51. And we had a high today of around $77 and what was it, 10 cents or I think it was 10 cents was our high. Guys, I want to close above this 200-day SMA for at least 3 to 4 days. The next major level I'm looking for is $84, $85 Litecoin. Just for the irony of the whole thing, 84 million Litecoin, $84 Litecoin. It's a major level too. Looking back at our cup and handle action that we had over here in June and July range. It was towards the end of June, right? Yeah, this was mid to end of June. So yeah, those major levels right now for Litecoin, super duper important. And man, was the nap time extremely real when Litecoin was down here at $58. No one gave an actual So there you go. Some perspective, man. Look at Litecoin go. She's having a day. Could this be 3 white bros, 3 white soldiers that are forming? I call them 3 white bros. Well, can this be a potential 3 white bros forming? If we close in the green today and again tomorrow, then that could be a confirmation of that pattern. Let's look right here. It seems like buyers are defending our 44.7, 44.8 Bitcoin right now. Highly interesting. We see that the bearish volume is coming in. Unfortunately, that VWAP is below that 0 line and the freshly printed red dot on Bitcoin. So I don't know, man. Maybe this could be some short-term dip to cool off the market and wipe some people out, considering that yesterday there were $83 million in liquidations and there was around $4.6 billion in volume on the Bitcoin ETFs yesterday, which is absolutely historic and outpaced any ETFs that were launched in the year of 2023. So shout out to everybody for showing that. Jim Cramer has no idea about Bitcoin support levels. Well, he said this is the top and to sell it all. To sell it all! It's crazy, man. What's up here by service? David Lee, B&H Baker. Agree, 3 green bros, in my opinion. B&H, man, we'll see what happens. I would like to see if there's some 3 white bros that form on this chart, man. Chris Hanley, gonna fall further. Miners are selling. Man, the miners, actually, I could talk about the miners because as you guys are smashing the likes, do we have 150 likes yet? Is that a thing? Do we have 150 likes? 118. Oof, I'm a little off, man. Hopefully we could get 125 right now. 7 more people. Pump it up.
You got to pump it up.
The miners, their outflows have hit 6-year highs ahead of the halving, which is giving you all the mixed signals in the world. Miner outflow has hit a multi-year high as tens of thousands of Bitcoin worth over $1 billion have been sent out to exchanges. Crypto Kwon shows that the majority of the Bitcoin has moved from mining company F2 Pool. Park has noticed, who's Bradley, who's an analyst at the company, pointing out that increased costs of F2 Pool moving to Kazakhstan and the need to upgrade the miners to Bitmain's latest Antminer T21 before the halving. Their hash rate has begun to increase, and miners are entities that obviously use these proof-of-work mechanisms. Miner outflows historically to exchanges have been bearish for Bitcoin's price, but that isn't always the case because people are buying, especially people like the BlackRocks, the Coinbases, all of these types of people. They're buying OTC, man. They're buying from the miners. Very important stuff that's happening right now. Very important stuff. We need more Bitcoin on exchanges because there basically is none. We need the supply. And again, the supply, there's going to be a huge supply shock. And people are going to lose their minds when that happens because, oh, wait, we got the ETFs, but we got the Bitcoins on the Coinbase. Guys, they don't have the supply. They won't have the supply. And again, with these ETFs, you're trusting somebody else to stay solvent. That's like essentially trusting the banks to stay solvent when you know most of them are not. And it's just a matter of when you find out. We need a Bitcoin halving countdown. Where's the Bitcoin halving countdown? Bitcoin halving countdown. Cool. Bitcoin halving countdown is around 92 days away. I saw someone said 95, but again, it's every 210,000 blocks, and the mining reward is at 6.25 Bitcoin. It will be moved in half to 3.125 Bitcoins. How do I keep my hair from fuzzing out? I don't really know. My hair kind of does whatever it wants and I let it be. So I do like my shampoos, my conditioners. I have like this like little, like I use like a dime amount of like this little like hair cream mousse type mix. It's like an in-between of mousse and like a cream type thing. And then like I put that in when my hair's wet. And then I also put like a little spray conditioner in there. So I think that's what really helps is like the spray conditioner. Forgot what it's called. But that's what I do. Oh, be rudo. Not today, man. Not today. Killing them. Where do you think Bitcoin's going? I don't give price predictions. Everyone wants these price predictions. All I know is that when Bitcoin goes down 75 to 85+%, it always goes back up. It surpasses previous all-time highs. So that's pretty much what I got for you, man. That's what I got. How's my water? My water is good. Water is watering. It's good. The water is good. Regardless, I have the Zest. Thank you, B Rudo. What coins are hot now? I don't know. Whatever you think you like, man. I can't give you the financials. Everyone wants the financials. Gold's 13 Dragon said hit the likes. Go off, man. Thank you. Who said this? Hold on, I gotta scroll up. Who said this? Remy said, don't act. Oh wait, said react, don't predict. I said, I totally misread that. React, don't predict. I absolutely love that, man. I absolutely love that because it's not about, like, you can't be psychologically like impaired by the markets, man. It's all made up of emotion. So you just have to do what you think is best and stick to it. What's up, Wifey Wick? Andy S. Patrick Murphy here for financial advice. No. Hold on. I don't even got to say anything.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Alex, nice to see you, man. Juice Toes.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Aw, that's so cute.
John G. Hug.
Rain 11 hugs for John G. John Jermaine. Much love to John Jermaine. When vocals, sure.
A potato flew around my room before you came.
Art Caffeine, the greatest morning show. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. If you have any requests, I'll take like a chart request or two. Stop. I can't with you guys. You guys are crazy. Dan R is in the chat. Everyone's chilling in the chat. Nice to see everyone. VW John, nice to see you. Luda Ping. What up, Luda Ping? Dave P. Who else is in the chat? I want to make sure I say hi. Oh, No is here. Hello, No. Oh, I forgot to check on Dogecoin. Holy poop. I'm such a bad person. Dogecoins. Below 8.5 cents. I'm not happy about it, but I am happy we're above 8 cents.
A potato flew around my room before you came.
Green dot's still printed here, which is nice.
You're welcome.
Oh, hi, 3 Diggies.
You're welcome.
What Cathie Wood is to this bull cycle, Raoul Pal was to the last cycle.
So you're saying we should inverse... Are you saying we should inverse Cathie Wood? Are you saying that you don't have faith in Cathie Wood? Dogecoin, man, above 8 cents. Happy that it's above 8 cents. We tried to test over 8.5, 0.086 yesterday. We rejected it, but we're looking maybe to conquer that today. But the money flow is not here. We needed to go back into the green. The VWAP is not giving me the WAP. It's not giving me the WAPins. So yeah, that's really what I'm looking for is at least 8.5 cents. But again, if not, let's establish support at 8 cents because it's a little choppy here, man. And when we established a little bit of a support here in November, it brought us to that 10 cents. So maybe that's what has to happen again. But I just want the love. Woof, woof. I want the Dogecoin love. Ringer, hello. Nice to see everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome on the TikToks. Robert Clark, any love for Hex out there? Hex is very controversial, my friend. Hex is very controversial, but some people do. Some people enjoy it. I have a Hexican community here. Nice to see Dave Digital in the chat. Hi, Dave. What up? Chris Pack said, "Go Dogecoin, pimp it, man."
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Randy's just like us. We just make noises all day long. Yeah, exactly. Duh. Yeah, let's noise it up. Wick, Wifey Wick. I like this chat because y'all call me ma'am. If only Wick would call me ma'am. Wick, you gotta get on that, Wick. Zon King, nice to see you, man. Oh, Wick. Oh, Wick. Oh my gosh, some spicy chats in here. Hi, Sharam. Nice to see you. Tom Allen is chilling in there. Shout out to Tom Allen. Maninja, when disco? When I don't get copyrighted. Yesterday, I did rave. I did rave yesterday, and said, the copyright. But today, I'm like, I can't keep doing it. I can't keep doing it. I gotta figure it out, man. I just need like, boom, 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 you know. Crypto Chef, it's nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Shogun Crypto Farmer Said man with glasses on. I'm dead. I should get like fake glasses just to look like a smarter individual, right? Rose in Ruin said, hello, I met you once in Salt Lake with the NFT the movie crew. Oh, hello. Listen, it was a nice time in Utah. I spoke at Utah Valley University. This is someone that met me there, so thank you for coming to the live stream. It's nice to see you. It's been a minute. I can't wait to go back to Utah. I was actually just talking to a friend of mine that was part of the NFT the movie crew, and I was like, man, like, you know, Utah was so awesome. It was so nice, and it's not like New York that there's like, you know, savage people all over the streets and controversy and the feeling of not being safe in my own neighborhood anymore. But yeah, I want to go back to Utah. Utah was so nice. It was so peaceful. The people were so nice. There's In-N-Out Burger there, which was very important to me and my health.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Let's see that sweet XRP.
Oh, 3 diggies, man. Hi, Crypto Allah. Hi, Dubai Money. Yeah, let's do the XR pies for our bestie. For our bestie 3 diggies. All right, so we got XRP today, and everybody was so excited. Oh my gosh, XRP was over 60 cents. Oh my gosh. It's below now. We're at 50, just over 58.5 cents. We're seeing here that there was a green dot that was printed on the momentum that brought it up quite a bit. Not over that zero line quite yet, but we're going between the bears, the bulls. They're battling. What money flow do we got? We're not sure right now. We're kind of in the middle of that red, that green. VWAP is heading down, which isn't the best of the zest, gotta say. And that RSI, guys, excluding it. Like, we tapped that 50 line and came back below, so that's not giving me the best outlook either. We're down 2 3/4% right now, making it sound a little bit worse than it is when I add the 2 3/4. It's very dramatic. Anyway, we went above the 200-day SMA, only closed slightly above it yesterday, and we are looking to maybe test it again. Now, if we fail, we go below the 200-day SM freaking A.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
I do say hi to
Why
her.
you never say hi to Emma in chat?
Yes, I do.
You're gonna break her heart if she had won.
You know what? Emma gets so much attention from me that even if I forgot to say hi to her in the chat, then she'll survive. She'll survive. What about the rave music I sent? There was something with it. I don't remember what it was. I was asking you if it was like free to use or something like that. There was a question I had about it, Dave. There was a question I had about it. Guys, do we have 150 likes yet? We need 150 likes. Let's work on that. But again, below the 200-day SMA, I'm looking at this level right here, which is around 54.5 cents. And seeing if we'll find support there, because again, it was defended multiple times, and that's what I could really see if we reject the 200-day SMA. Ideally, you want to go back to 60 and close above, but that's really where we started off today. And I need to see like more of that zest coming in, because even I know it's blocking it right here, but the money flow is highly red today. But that's what I'm looking for. Bullish scenario, you could look at 64 cents. That's really all I got for you, man. It's really all I got. There's not enough like zest for XRP, man. Not enough zest. It's just not moving. It's just not moving. It needs life. It needs life. Oh, whoa. Holy. Guys, look what happened. Our TA is TAing. We see here, we were at 44.7, 44.8. We're like, what's going to happen? Are the buyers going to defend? Are we going to dump? Oh, my gosh. And look at where we are. We're at $44,513. We're down 4%. The zest was not zesting, dude. Not nice. Not nice, man. Not nice. So this is what we got going on. We're struggling with this level. We're taking a dip today, but that could be expected, man. That's what Bitcoin does. Everyone's like, we're going to 50K. The ETFs are going to prove we're going to 50K. Dude, Bitcoin likes to do what you don't think it's going to do. And then once it does that, it's just going to, bam, pop off. That's what Bitcoin does. She likes the element of surprise. And she's very delayed. Sometimes she has a delayed reaction. Some people do that. Like, it's like when you make a joke, like to your friend, and you're like, yeah, joke. And they sit there and they look at you like, oh yeah, I get it. Like a minute later. And that's pretty much Bitcoin. Like, you told her the joke. She's like, oh, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, wait, I do get it. And it'll be later. It'll be later. That's how it works. If it doesn't close above 47, it was going to 45. But now look at it. I mean, yeah, now look at it, my friend. Now look at it. It's just doing what people didn't expect it to do. Bitcoin hit the 618. Got it. Possible 40% drop. Oh, Sergio. Oh, Sergio. You're scaring me out here, man. Rose in Ruin said, you should come back, hang with me and Jeff. Oh, listen, man, I wish I could. I wish I could come hang out. Tell Jeff I said hello. I haven't heard from Jeff. Like, what's Jeff doing? Like, where's my movies? Where are my NFT the movies? I'm supposed to be in like 2 of them. Where we at? He was like, I remember Jeff was filming NFT the movie like 3 years ago already. It was so hilarious. It was a really great concept, and I really wish it aired. And he did more with it, man. Really good content. Very historical content, might I say. Rob C, Bitcoin having nap time. Yeah. I just heard the Bitcoin bears, the Bitcoin bulls taking a nap. My name is Jeff. That should be a sound on the board. My name is Jeff. I remember that meme. That was like an amazing meme. Crypto Soul, worst launch ever. Very anticlimactic because that's what they wanted. They already buttered you up beforehand. They already gave you like some illusions beforehand. And then when it happened, it's like, whatever. Like they started listing it on Fidelity. Like there were so many like signals before the signal. You know, everyone was just so over it at that point. What dollar amount of crypto do I own? That's none of anyone's business. That's none of anybody's business. Bitcoin sideways for 3 months till the halving. Oh man, we do sideways. I'm so used to sideways that like whatever at this point. And even if like we do sideways trade for 3 months, good, sure. Have that stability. Do whatever Bitcoin wants to do because it'll make it either way. But yeah, pretty much this is a great time to be in crypto. I always say that every day, but I genuinely mean it because there's so many good things happening right now. So much innovation, so many people getting wiped, man. Like Liz Warrens, we got the Gary Genslers that are coming at us, but we're like, it doesn't matter what you say, bro. And it never has mattered what they say. Because this is a decentralized financial ecosystem. And whether they want to have the ETFs, whether they don't want to have the ETFs, who cares? Because it's us buying actual Bitcoin, the underlying asset that matters, so we could take part in the decentralized financial ecosystem that Satoshi created for us. The Satoshi created for the entire world, the inclusivity, the unity. The prosperity that it brings is unlike any other. I'm so bullish on people. We see that like so many people are not educated about Bitcoin yet. It's been 15 years. This technology is so new. And we see how it's impacted the world. Where we have ETFs launched. Where we have other countries and the central banks working on central bank digital currencies since at least 2017 and earlier to combat Bitcoin and its strength. They would not be pushing against Bitcoin. They would not have rejected the ETFs for so long if they didn't feel like it was a threat. The American Bankers Association would not be lobbying and paying Liz Warren to defend the banks and to build her anti-crypto army if Bitcoin wasn't a threat. There is a plan for the new world. There's a plan for you to own nothing and be happy. Davos, the World Economic Forum, they're meeting next week. And do you think that the theater is not going to again stay packed with more actors that are going to be there to tell you that Bitcoin is trash? That crypto is not something we should pay attention to? That's what they did last year in Davos. Yet what was one of the main subjects? How they wanted to create their own metaverse. How they're taking part in their own blockchains, their own types of cryptocurrency. Watch what they do, not what they say. And when you hear what they say, take it with the full ocean of salt. Understand what they really are saying. That when they say Bitcoin is for criminals, that means that Bitcoin is for the people and that they're the criminals that are working against you every single day and plotting against you every single day so that way they maintain their dominance, they stay in control, and their money actually retains value, which it's not retaining value. It doesn't matter where these people come from, what country they're flying in on their private jet from. They know what their plan is. They know that cryptocurrency is a threat, but blockchain and the ability to communicate is worth a lot. The communication is what they like, but only the communication that they permit. Remember the banks. Remember their plan. Remember how they're all going to run nodes, their own blockchains to censor you and your life. Bitcoin poses a huge threat to these people. Bitcoin brings power back to the people. Bitcoin allows us to make decisions, allows us to stand up for what we want to stand up for, and not just through sending money peer-to-peer, but by the inscriptions, but by the currencies that are created on the Bitcoin blockchain. Satoshi, before people were doing ordinals, Satoshi even put on the Genesis block a message from the Times saying, Chancellor on the brink of second bailout for banks. There is a reason why Satoshi did that, to let you know the real fundamental, the real mission of Bitcoin, which is to not have these financial institutions stay in our way and control our lives for more generations to come, when we have the chance now to break the wheel, break the cycle, and empower everybody in this world. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate every single person for being here. Every single person that smashed a like, commented in this chat, and commenting after this is over, whether you agree with Cathie Wood's $1.5 million Bitcoin prediction by 2030, whether you think that Bitcoin is here to stay, or is Gary Gensler right, or is everybody right, and they're just going to ban it and take us out with their delusions. Let me know. If you haven't yet, make sure you guys smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream out with friends so more people know what's happening in this world. How much cryptocurrency is impacting the everyday individuals, and not just the institutions that they want you to focus on. Focus on you. Focus on yourself. Do your own research. If you haven't yet, take your crypto off of the exchange and take self-custody properly. Take your recovery phrases and write them down on paper. Write them down on Mego. Make multiple copies. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay secure. Whisper with some ASMR. 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 Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. And as always, woo! Stay zesty. Peace.